Welcome, Cancer. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do a reading for you. This is a timeless reading and will not resonate for all of you. I trust that most of you will take what does resonate with you. And we're going to start with the Crystal Spirit Oracle. You've gotten the Labradorite. I've had a Labradorite stone here with me since I began this channel. And it is such a powerful stone. It is this opening up of your third eye, the ability to see the unseen, to see and embrace your darker aspects, those shadow aspects of yourself, those things that often are uncomfortable, but are familiar to you. And when we embrace and integrate these aspects of ourself, they can become our strengths. But this stone also protects your field. It protects you on shamanic journeys, when you're astral traveling or projecting yourself. This is really a magical stone, magical energy, and really is helping you to restore the sense of magic, synchronicity in your life. Such beautiful energy. And for the soul's journey, you have self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. And this is absolutely linked with your personal strengths and gifts, of which you have many, but ones that you have worked very hard to uncover so that they are of service to your own development, your own growth. In the present, the Two of Staffs. There's a strong feeling here that you are moving on. You're moving on from the sense of a kind of monolithic sense of who you are and what your powers are and what you've been able to create and establish for yourself, and towards an opportunity for greater growth, perhaps a less familiar environment, an opportunity that will challenge you or increase the likelihood that you can grow, learn, expand in ways that put you in service to new communities, new audiences, new customers or clients, if that's relevant to you. But this is a strong feeling that, okay, you're ready to move on to something new. You're ready to accept a challenge. And this, in and of itself, is beautiful energy. It is coming as a result of a reflection. And it's interesting that the number 29 reducing to 11 reduces to a 2, the number of reflection, the number of the high priestess. So this is pulling on that energy of your higher self, the part of you that reflects, knows in silence, guards your own wisdom for your own benefit, but also because you're aware that not everyone in your environment is ready for what you know or are willing to share. So this can be the tension of feeling like you've outgrown your environment in some way, or that within your environment is an opportunity to grow, to be challenged, to do something new, to move you into less familiar waters. In the past, the Five of Cups is about the slow release of suffering. And because this is in the past, this is showing me that you've identified patterns of behavior, action, language, relationship that has been, that you have to release, that hasn't served you, that has caused you a sense of loss, grieving. This is literal loss as well. And undoubtedly, there are losses, current or previous, that have really allowed you to rethink what you expect from others and what you expect from yourself, particularly in relationships. This puts you to a place of establishing and growing the relationship with yourself in a way that allows you to identify and reach for some unawakened potential within you. This is resuscitating an old dream or an old aspiration that you may have abandoned. You may have become accustomed to the way others spoke to you about the potential for dreams or the potential for more in a way that seemed dismissive, or you weren't qualified somehow to have some of the things, some of the nice things that other people have. That is something I believe you have long freed yourself from, but it's come up again recently. An opportunity really to give from a place of what felt like being an outsider, being excluded, to a place where you realize you belong. You belong to yourself first and foremost, and holding on that in a way that amplifies your self-esteem, your sense of self-respect, self-honoring your desire, because the cups are about desire. And sometimes the awakening that, yeah, you have some things you aspire to and want to pursue, and you have every right to pursue those things. In the past, in the future, the Nine of Staffs talks about, boy, you are determined to achieve something. You are determined to establish something. This can be something like the reorganization of your finances, your possessions, or the consolidation of those in a way. This can be I want to say refinancing, because that's an investment and banking tool I'm familiar with, but this can be about the way that you reorganize an investment so that it yields something you didn't think you could achieve. So there's some kind of reshuffling around the resources you've developed over time and the struggle that was involved in you obtaining those, and the way that those are being reorganized for your benefit. It feels like you're determined to achieve something, and whatever that is, it is within your reach. You are not giving up. You are embracing the lessons you've learned along the way, perhaps the cleaving to a sense of scarcity or not having enough as being acceptable, or the ongoing struggle to break out of a particular economic or financial lane that feels as though it has limited what you could achieve. But you are not giving up. You're continuing to work. Wounded, battered, and bruised, you are very, very close to an aspiration, a dream of yours. Cancer, if this is resonating with you so far, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I deeply appreciate you simply being here. And for the Five of Cups in the past, we have, oh boy, the Six of Pentacles and the Lovers, the Two of Staffs in the present, the Eight of Wands, the King of Cups and the Nine of Staffs, the Six of Wands, and the Justice in the future. I think I keep saying the past. This is the future. So, in the past, interesting, this is telling me you have settled on a very supportive relationship. You've chosen a spiritual match in a partnership. Now, I realize you may not all be married, you may not all be partnered, but even if you're not in an active partnership externally, you have solidified this relationship with yourself. You measure all opportunities for relationship, and that includes friendships with family members in a way that establishes long-term benefit. There is no instant gratification here. You're not looking to thrills or short-term fantasies of emotion. This is also about the way you choose opportunities. You look for the long-term benefit, and that necessarily includes not just to you or your partner, but to others. You're about building something with someone, and this looks to me like you have established that in the past, in addition to the way that you have measured some kind of abundance that you share with others. And when I say share, it's as though the kind of work you do or the way that you organize your family life, there is a measured exchange. There's a thoughtful way that resources are divided up and shared and based on equity rather than equality. So it's based on, need is based on individual profile or needs rather than competency strengths. This is really in line with your Cancerian nature that is sensitive to what others need without them always saying so. And so you absolutely measure your resources and your energy, but also your attention, your care. You are very much about making sure that everyone, the family, your partnerships, your organizational team are attended to fairly, inclusively. So this is really beautiful energy as a result of past decisions that you've made. And in the present, the Two of Staffs is clarified by the Eight of Wands and the King of Cups. So yeah, there's some opportunity here to, it feels like you're giving out some kind of guidance or information to others institutionally, others that need your feedback. Perhaps you are the one who is organizing the receipt of feedback from others, but you're very aware that you're in a position to listen to the experiences of others and that you can do that in a way that allows those that seek your advice to settle into their experience in a way that provides their supports the way in which they are seeking answers from within. So it's not unlike what a card reader would do. That is, I'm not predicting anything or telling you something you don't already know. And you are providing others perhaps an opportunity to do the same. So this can be something like a therapist, a trainer, even an educator in some capacity, a counselor, group supports, running opportunities for others to come together and support one another. It can also be about invitations to do just that based on your experience, based on your capacity to hold the emotions of others in a detached and healthy way. So this also indicates your own maturity as a natural empath, intuitive, someone who is naturally tuned in to the feelings, experiences, needs of others, but has learned to detach themselves in a way that doesn't suck on this capacity as a weakness, that discourages overgiving. This is measured giving. This is attention, care, and that attention in and of itself, the opportunity to listen, is the healing. There's also vast amounts of experience that you have that can contribute in a key way, but not as the entire substance or content of that advisement. Interesting. So, and this can be for those of you that are thoroughly embedded in the working world, this can be the establishment of some kind of consultancy, the movement to working more directly with employees, uh, as in human resources, a way that you are supporting the mental health of others or the productivity of others by providing them with this respite, this opportunity to work through what they're experiencing, to objectify the factors that are playing in their lives. And this is a big opportunity for you. This is not necessarily one that is about employment. This can be a new role that is being appreciated or valued that you have always played in your community or your family. People coming to you to for you to hear them out. Perhaps your willingness to be a sounding board to others. This is, you cannot abandon those you love. It is natural for you to heal and to support your loved ones in whatever way you can. And this truly is a gift. This is a magical gift. This is telling me that you're on some deep ancestral healing journey. You may be channeling ancestors who have done something in the past, or you're accessing some kind of skill set or wisdom that your ancestors had that you can now make available to others in the present moment. And in the future, the Nine of Staffs clarified by the Six of Wands and the Justice card. So 2 sixes, 3 sixes. Oh my goodness. So yeah, that's really aligned, even though the Justice card is not a number 6. This is all about giving, receiving, giving, and the balance of that. Measured energy exchanges, as well as really committing to some kind of collective community or family dynamic where you do your part well based on the needs of others, but you're not running the show. You're helping to establish justice or a balance in your energies. So this can be the knowledge that what used to feel like a disability is something that you now see as a strength. Moving a sense of being ignored or excluded to a place where you realize you belong. And you are being rewarded by those who may have ignored you in the past, who may have rendered you invisible by dismissing you, not taking you seriously. You're actually being consulted, appreciated, recognized for the work that you do to keep energies balanced, to commit to your part of any collective, communal, or familial effort. And I'm going to finish with an oracle card, a flower oracle. The forget-me-not, remembrance, memories, and the past hold the key. Wow. Love that, Cancer, particularly as you are one of the signs of fantastic memories. You have elephant memories. You remember things about others, the very others that come to you for advice, for succor, for attention, care. But you're healing some ancient patterns here. You're releasing the need to struggle as you are now assured of your victory or success in some endeavor. Thank you again for your attention, your time, Cancer. Until next time, namaste.